Yogini here. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy the middle of the weekday. You guys already got to hear that. We got to hear it twice. Holy geez, it is so hot in this house. We have the air on, but the house is still, it's 23 degrees, but it feels like it's 30 in here. It feels smoking hot. It might still be me and dealing with the vaccine. I had my second shot on Monday, and later on in the day, it was like, so-so, feeling not too bad. And then when I woke up on Tuesday, that's when everything really hit me. And it just got progressively worse yesterday, and I had a fever and chills, and I was basically in bed most of the day. So I am still feeling warm. I wouldn't say I have a fever, but I'm feeling very warm right now. I don't know. It could be the house. It could just be me. But yeah, hey, I'm here. I am here and ready to do Intuition Wednesday. So this gives you an opportunity to practice your own intuition. So if you've never joined me before, then basically what I'm going to do is choose one of my decks of cards to use. I usually use oracle cards, and I will show you the backs of the cards. You have an opportunity to tune in to the energy. You practice, and if you don't even know how to do it, it doesn't matter. This is just practice. It's really about using your five senses and trusting whatever might come up for you. And I'd love this to be interactive. So, you know, if I end up pulling 3 cards or 4 cards, you might get a message for one or more of the cards. You might not get a message for all of the cards. So you trust that you will get some type of indication that one particular card or more than one particular card have a message for you. And that's about you tuning in and trusting that intuition, trusting that internal guidance. And we can get guidance in different ways. So the way I receive guidance might be different the way you receive guidance. And but this gives you an opportunity to strengthen your intuition in so many different ways, right? Some of you might be really great at listening. You know, like just these thoughts popping into your head. Or some of you, it might just be this knowing. Or maybe you get smells or tastes within your mouth. Maybe you feel things physically within your body. Maybe you get images in your head. Maybe emotions come up. So it's about paying attention to all of those things. So while we're doing this, you're sitting quiet and you're just paying attention to everything. And I find it really helps when you close your eyes. So you can have your eyes open at first, and then I want you to close your eyes, and it can help you to really tune in there. Now, I don't know about you. I might even need like a dabbing cloth for like, so sweaty. This is a scrunchie. So anyways, we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll have to put my hair up because that could help too. Are you going now? You're going?
Yep.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I described this, I think it was on Monday. I described what I've been experiencing, like a tsunami of emotions coming up, tsunami of internal shit bubbling up to the surface. And when you think about a tsunami, you know, it's gathering all this water that's moving forward. It's gaining speed and intensity, you know, and all this stuff underneath is being like the force of it coming forward. And X-Schoolax is in the house. Hey, I haven't seen you in so long or connected, but I miss you too. I'm so glad you're here. That's awesome. Yeah, so this, I'll just call it the tsunami. This tsunami has been bringing everything to the forefront for me that needs to be cleansed. You know, the same patterns that have been looping, not only in this lifetime, but several lifetimes. And it's really been helping me to acknowledge that, get clear with that. And I've been feeling more within my power. Now I'm still processing stuff. I actually, even though I'm a light worker, light workers need light workers, right? We need our own healers to assist us. So I had a wonderful healing session yesterday. I will get into the cards in a moment, but I was just definitely inspired to share this. I'm just going with the flow. I'm like, okay, I'll share that too. So yeah, I had this beautiful healing session, and we all have programming. So if you've been watching my streams, you know I talk about this internal programming, this computer program that just seems to run on its own on a subconscious level. And it affects our interactions, it affects our perceptions. And it affects our relationships. I know I said interactions, but let's get specific. It affects relationships, whether they're love relationships or, with your relationships with your parents, your kids, your coworkers, your neighbors, whatever, all types of relationships it can affect. And during this healing session, I learned some pretty cool stuff. And this one thing I thought I'd share, it's very interesting. So I learned that I've been playing within a couple of wounds. So for example, the wound that's called the nun. And I do have one of my great aunts who is now passed, and her twin sister, she's also passed. She was a nun, and her twin sister also could not have children, which provides a very strong indication of second chakra stuff, right? And so as a nun, you are committed to God and only God, right? But then I was also playing within the wound of the goddess. And goddesses, they were not allowed to take one mate because they were required to be there for their people. But they could have sex. So look at those polar opposites, right? Playing the wound of the nun as well as the goddess. Like, holy crap, that's pretty amazing. But it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense with the inner turmoil that can kind of play within me sometimes about, oh, I really like to know, So it's like that kind of thing. Okay, Escalette says, is program same as being conditioned? Yeah, absolutely, conditioned. Bipolar, bipolar elbow, yo, back at you. So, and then like other stuff came up, some really specific information about like a pattern of me trying to be what other people want me to be, and failing and totally failing. So, as a child, I felt like no matter what I did, it was never good enough. And who I wasn't good enough. I needed to be someone different. And if I was going to be successful, then I had to marry someone like really wealthy in order to be successful. These stupid programs, right? And they were carrying out even, being married and in that type of life and still trying to be someone who I'm not. And so it's been very eye-opening. And it's not that this is totally new information, but it's my eyes are open at a whole new level of understanding, which is very cool. And now I'm standing in my power going, nope, that's not happening anymore. And so it's now what do I do with that? Well, that's part of my processing, right? It's part of my processing. So I think a lot of that kind of stuff has been happening for other people in different areas of their lives, but it's definitely prime time to go deeper. Go deeper with whatever area in your life hasn't been working for you. I think it's really important to do that right now, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in the same type of situation for several more years, right? This is prime time to sort it out. Sort it out. Okay, who's saying hi? Stress Ecstatic is in the house. Hi. All right, so we're gonna do Intuition Wednesday. I wanted to share all that, and I encourage you to do your own internal healing and digging around. It's a good timing to even delve into your Akashic records, which is basically like the filing cabinet of you and what you've gone through in this lifetime and all of your lifetimes. It's a good time to be able to do something like that. I'm going to pull the goddess cards. Speaking of goddess, I'm going to pull from the goddess cards. Just alone, how are you? I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better. Yesterday, I was in bed the day before, lots of crying. I don't think I had any more tears left in me, but it was part of the process. And you know what? It was so perfect that I had my COVID shot on Monday. It was so aligned. Because with having the COVID shot and literally feeling so sick and needing to be in bed and I could easily give myself permission to be in bed, right? Because I'm like, well, I had the vaccine, so I should rest. I should listen to myself more often. You know, that self-care, it's like, you know, sometimes like, but I got to do this and I got to do this. So anyways, I am getting better at that for sure. But having the vaccine and bringing all that emotional crap up at the same time and whatever, and the vaccine was building my immune system and stuff at the same time. And our bodies are going through a cellular changes right now. Like as we drop layers of what's really not us, you know, we drop those perceptions that are inaccurate, then our cells start changing, our bodies start changing and more in alignment. And you know, when my neighbor who I walk the dogs with, she said, when I walked them on Monday with her, so that was the day I got the vaccine, and I was like, yeah, it was so. It didn't really hit me yet. It was just a little bit. She told me today, she says, on Monday, your head tremors were so intense. Like they were just like, and then she said today, they've really settled right. They settled right down. They're still there, right? But they've settled right down. And so, and that was, my body was in disruption, right? My body was in total disruption. But it also gave me hopefulness with her saying that too, because I thought, maybe the more layers that I drop and the more in alignment, you know, that I get, maybe those head tremors will get less and less and less as I align, right? All right, so here we go. Here, that one's going to be for today. Yay, vaccinated. Yeah, Rubina, high grade energy. Thanks, man. Oh, Excalax, why have you been crying? Are you fine? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. Just processing. Yeah, no, the reason why I've been crying is just from all the tsunami of emotions that have been coming up from the particular area of my life, right? That I'm working at understanding and working at healing. And, you know, the realizations that I was having it brought up the emotions. Yeah. So what do we need for the next 7 days? What do we need for the next 7 days? Specific to who's going to be watching these videos. Okay. So we have 4 cards that want to come out. Just going to take a sec. Okay. Got it. As a result of externalizing? Or do you mean internalizing? Or do you mean externalizing by bringing it to the surface? Like when emotions come up, it's, okay, emotions are energy in motion. So as you're going through layers, like as you have insights about what's not working for you and stepping into your power to create change for yourself, that is taking the density that's been within you about situations, things that haven't been working for you, and wherever they're located in your body, because it can sit in certain chakras depending on what the issues are. And so as emotions come up, like such as sadness, such as crying, it can be such a powerful process to allow the energy to move. And as energy moves, you start to get the flow, and it no longer has to stay in your body, right? The energy of releasing it. And as you cry, the releasing of that energy helps to release the pattern as well and bring more enlightenment in that particular area of your life. And so it doesn't matter your gender, crying is important, okay? Crying is very important. It's so sad that men have been told not to cry. And even some women as well, like, they grew up in a strict household. No, suck it up. Don't you cry, right? But emotions are important. So, I tell my kids, I'm like, go take some time on your own and like let it out. Because sometimes it's really hard to be around someone who's incredibly emotional and angry at you and everything. Like, it's hard to be around that. So when it comes to my kids, it's like, take some space, let her rip. And again, girls, boys, men or women, we all need to cry. All right, so I'm going to start showing you the backs of the cards. Got it. Yes, bringing it out as crying or other reactions. Yeah. And some people, let's say it's anger. You need to bring that anger up, but you want to do it in a constructive way, in that you're not going to hurt yourself or other people or other people's property or even your own property that you'll be upset about after, right? Unless you can go, I've heard they have these rooms that you can go to and you can smash dishes and glasses and stuff like that. That would be so fun to be able to go into a safe room like that and just let it rip, to let out your anger. Or go for a really, like, if you like fitness, I'll go for a like really good run. Just let it out. Or maybe you like kickboxing or something like that, so you can let out those emotions in different constructive ways.
It wasn't visible.
That was the word. Okay. Trigger. Trigger says, wow. I don't know what you're wowing about, but maybe that was just such an aha moment for you, maybe. And if it was, hey, that's awesome. Okay, just alone. I want you to keep up that smile forever, okay? Oh, just alone, you're awesome. You are awesome. Well, I'm definitely not always happy, right? So the past few days, I've definitely been shedding tears, but that's okay. It gets me to be in this happy place again, right? I'm feeling so much better. Jeff is in the house. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. All right, so here is card number 1. I'm going to show you the backs of the card first, and tune into the back of the card. I'm going to get it closer to YouTube in a second. Tune in. Maybe I can go. Can I go like this? I'm totally wrecking your view here. I just want it to be a little bit closer to YouTube. So look at the back of the card and see if any parts of the card, if you're drawn to it, any areas of the card, the colors of the card. Do you get a feeling when you're looking at the card? And then when you're ready, close your eyes. So the energy of the card, so Reddit, the energy of the card is still here. I'm just going to get it nice and close to YouTube so they can also see it, because you guys had it super close. Hey, but your eyes should be closed, right? So eyes are closed if you feel comfortable with that. If not, don't sweat it. And use your 5 senses to tune in. So what emotions come up? What feelings do you get? What thoughts pop into your head? What are, maybe you get a taste in your mouth. Maybe you see a color. Maybe you feel it in a certain part of your body. Pay attention to your body and where do you feel the energy of this card in your body. So this is card number 1. If I haven't held it up long enough, Lasagna Boy's in the house. Awesome. So if I haven't held it up long enough, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to move on to card number 2. Oh, Lasagna Boy, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, Exquilax says, this card makes me feel like a king. Wow, I love that. The king of your own density, or do you mean destiny? What do you mean? 2 very different meanings there. Okay, so YZD is saying you got sleepy with the first card. I love it how you're writing this down. Thank you so much for sharing it. And it might even be helpful if you write card 1, this is what I got. Card 2, this is what I got. And there's some cards you might not feel anything. Okay, Lasagna Boy is feeling it. Okay, here is card. Ooh, I almost showed you card. Here is card number 2. So again, YouTube, I'll get it closer to you in a second. Yeah, I'm getting quite warm here. I should be wearing a tank top right now. It's actually chilly outside, but I really wish I was wearing a tank top. It is so hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off. And I'm not, but, and I know I've sang that song before, I really need to learn some more songs about getting hot. Well, I also sing sometimes, "Shake it in the hot tub, will it make me sweat?" But I won't go any further than that because it is making me hotter right now. I'm getting so hot. Okay, so if you haven't yet, close your eyes. Close your eyes, tune into the energy of the card. See if this card feels any different than the other cards, okay? Because each card has a very unique energy. Even though it looks the same from the back, they're very unique, very different messages. Okay, did I hold that up long enough for you? If you want me to put that back up, let me know. LOL, keep singing. Isn't that the same one, Rubina asked? Yeah, no, they're 2 different cards, but I'm just showing you the back of them to start. After I go through the 4 cards, I will reveal the front of the cards along with the channeled message to go with it, okay? Lasagna Boy, no judging if you want. No judging if you want. I'm not getting that, Lasagna Boy. What do you mean? Oh, you're not judging the singing. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, here is card number 3. So again, it looks exactly the same because the backs of the cards are identical. It's the other side that is different, and they have different messages. Looking at the card at first and see if anything stands out for you, if it feels any differently, looks maybe any differently, and it could be slight changes in your perception of the card. When you're ready, close your eyes and then tune into the energy and use your 5 senses to see what might come up. So the energy of the card is still there, read it. I'm just moving it closer to YouTube. So it's nice and close. Tune into that energy, see if anything comes up. Any thoughts, any emotions, any tastes, any smells, any feelings. Where do you feel the card in an area of your body? You know, if you know anything about chakras, it can give you an indication as to what the message specifically has to do with in your life. So for example, if you feel it in your throat, it might be about you needing to speak your truth. Speak your truth to yourself. Speak your truth to someone else in your life. You know, if you've been feeling in your heart, maybe there's a heart trauma that you need to heal. All right, card number 4. This is the last card. Card number 4. And after, I will go through the messages on the card and see what other channeled messages want to come through. So when you're ready, close your eyes, tune into the card. So I'm just getting it closer over here. The energy of the card is still there with you. Okay, Reddit, it's still there. Tune into the energy. Where do you feel it in your body? Okay, did I hold that up long enough for everybody? Okay, so YZD, you felt it up in your chest. Okay, good. Oh, Excalabs. I like the microphone emoji. Okay, so let's do the reveal now. Let's do the reveal. So card number 1. I love this sexy goddess. Freya, bold. Look at that sexy goddess. I think I need an outfit like that. Not too sure where I'd wear it. Maybe at the dinner table. I don't know. But that is a sexy ass outfit. And you gotta have the hat with the wings on it too. Like, that's awesome. Okay, so the message on here is unleash your adventurous side. Take risks, be daring. Now, there's so many different little symbols on here that I think is so awesome. So she has a horn that she has with her. Can you guys see it there? She has a horn. And so the message I'm getting with that is like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And like, hear me roar. And I am powerful and I'm going to go after what I want. And this is me. And like, so you can have that, you can interpret that in different ways for you, right? So if this card resonated with you, you can interpret it in the way of, this is what I have to offer. Do you want to work with me or not? Like, I am here and I'm amazing at this. So here I am, right? It can also be even within a relationship. This is me. And if me pisses you off, then I'm not a good match for you, right? Or you can relate it to you could relate it. Now, I also said like doing business and everything, but what I was thinking was career education along those lines. And when you really embrace all that you are, you can start making choices from a place of power. As opposed to a place of logic. Well, I already spent money on this and I have this degree already, or so many courses in that area, or I've been in this line of work for so long. And if I just stay in it for another 10, 15 years, then I'll be able to retire, but I'm so not happy, like thinking in a more logical way. So instead it's like, this is what I'm good at. This is the area that I'm going to go, and I'm going to trust that I'm going to freaking conquer this. I can achieve whatever I want. Like when I think about her, I would love to have her on my side, going on an adventure. I would feel safe with her. Like, she's got freaking wings. So like she can just fly, she can soar, and she will soar. And there's also this crystal mountain at the back. I'll just call it a mountain, but it's this crystal structure. And I know it must have like a specific symbolism, right? But what I'm getting from it, that the message that I'm getting from that is the power of Mother Earth as well, like the crystals with Mother Earth. That Mother Earth energy is all coming up like choo, 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 choo. And we have that support, the support from Mother Earth helping us to be able to move forward within our power. And that's like a rainbow. That's a rainbow of beautiful. I can't even get my finger in the right spot. It's like totally distorting my brain here. Okay, so that's like the crystals in the top corner up here. Yeah, that's a rainbow of energy. And it has like not only the Mother Earth energy, but also Source. So it's a beautiful combination. So Source has got our back, Mother Earth has got our back. You know, we're dressed for the outdoors, ready to go. And we also have this guy's energy too. And I can't remember what that is called. What that type of it's like a wildcat. It's what is it called? Do any of you guys know what it's called? Okay, let me just catch up on messages. Maybe one of you know what that type of cat is called. Wouldn't you prefer basing your major decisions on logic, though? Trigger. For me, no. My major decisions need to be from my heart and what is right for me. I'm trusting my heart because I'm tuned in to my intuition. I am tuned in to my internal guidance system. And if I was going just, well, this is the right thing to do, logically I should do this, then, you know, that's what I used to do. And it wasn't working for me. So, but you do you, right? You do what works best for you. You know, you need to follow your own path. And, but for me, that's no longer working for me. My journey has been to trust myself and totally tune into my intuition and use that as my internal guidance system. So this particular cat, like, even though it is some type of wild cat, it also has a house cat quality to it. Like, there's such a gentleness to that cat. And when I think about even just a household cat, not just, but when I think about a household cat, I think of the independence. And I think independence is the key word that is coming up with this right now. Being independent, showing your independence from the inside out, making your own choices, your own decisions, not making choices based on what you think other people want you to do. And I know for me, I've been living that for way too long, is making decisions to make other people happy, right? And so I think that's a pretty powerful card. That's card number 1. That's Goddess 1. All right, are we ready for Goddess 2? Here we go. Yamana, golden opportunity. Golden opportunity. I see this as a celebration card. Like, a beautiful opportunity is coming to you, and you will see evidence of that within the next 7 days. And there is a dolphin jumping out of the water. Can I get my finger to actually point at it this time? There's a dolphin jumping out of the water. A dolphin represents joy and playfulness and creativity. Yippee! Like, it's that internal fun. And that's where these opportunities come from. That's about us harnessing our joy. What makes you happy? Finding your happy place. You know, it's, and you can do little things every day just to help you to step into that happy place. You're the best investment. Yeah, absolutely. You are the best investment. You are so right. Okay, so the message on this card says important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So don't second guess it. Dusty's in the house. Hey, I want you to notice the big wave that's behind her. There's a big, big wave. And to me, that is reminding me of the big ass tsunami that has been affecting my life right now. So trust that if you're going through some troubling times, some emotional times, either you have been, or you are right now, or maybe within the next 7 days, trust that it is helping to bring those opportunities for you, because sometimes we need to release some crap so we're actually open to receiving what is coming into our lives. So trust in that process, and then you can have that element of excitement. So if you feel that type of, oh shit, stuff is coming up, then you can go, oh yeah, because doors are opening. So this is a good thing. It's all going to be for the best. And I need to harness my play, right? Harness your playfulness to allow those doors to open. What does that say? Oh, X-Plus, beautiful card. Powerful. Yeah, sure. Maybe this is something I can grow into. Yeah, trigger. Yeah, just follow your journey. Follow your journey and what feels right for you. You know, about that needing to make decisions from a place of logic. Like that's the way I grew up, right? You know, you got to make smart decisions. You don't want to be dumb. You don't want to mess up. You better not fuck this up, you know? And so I would have a fear of making decisions because I didn't want to mess anything up. But what I discovered through making decisions and experiencing whatever happens after the decision is that it's just all part of my journey. And you know what? Taking improv classes, I took several improv classes with Second City in Toronto. I took, it was like a 10-week series. I did level 1, then I did level A, B, C, D, E, because I ended up just falling in love with it. And I was addicting to laughing and playing every week. But it helped me to embrace that whatever choices I make, whatever comes out of my mouth, I can deal with it. And even when you think you've really fucked up, like when thinking improv, it can be turned into something beautiful, something so brilliantly unique and creative and amazing. So it's just about trusting in your journey. And I was finding that anytime I got into my head, I was like, what would be really good to say? Then I would get nothing out of my mouth. My brain will end up getting constricted. But when you get into creative flow, then beautiful ideas and inspiration can come up. And you can think about that when you're having a problem in your life. You need to problem solve. If you're like this, think, you're creating constriction. And there's been research done on this. If you can get into a place of play and creativity, it allows the energy to flow. And then ideas and inspiration can come. And even just sleeping on it can help the energy to flow. And then the next day you can have better perception, more open perception instead of a distorted, constricted reality. Okay. Progress can be uncomfortable. Lasagna Boy, I agree with that. It can be. You're a household cat. I'm a household cat. Meow. You are a joy to listen to. Appreciate you. Thanks, Trigger. Thanks. Well, I appreciate you for saying that. You're sending some love to me, right? And I'm feeling it in my heart chakra, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you. All right. So card number 3, Goddess Damara, guiding children. So if this card resonated with you, it's either going to be, so there can be a couple meanings, for different people out there. So see what resonates more for you. Okay, so the one message for certain people out there is going to be, you are meant to work with children. You have an energy that helps children to feel safe and comfortable, to open up, to be the brilliant light that they are. Especially the extremely sensitive ones that can be scared to be on this planet. So you are a gift and should be going into the field where you can specifically work with children, either as a teacher, a coach, a social worker, guidance counselor, a team leader for kids in that way. So there's some of you that are meant directly to go into a field, and you might be switching fields, or you're just deciding which way to go. But in order to know whether that is for you, if that resonates, think about the interactions that you've had with kids and how kids react to you. That will be an indication. Now, for me, kids really feel comfortable with me. And I feel super comfy with kids, and I love to play with kids, but I'm also exhausted after because I give so much energy, and I just get into that place of play with them, right? So for me, that was an indication of I could not do this all day long as a teacher or things like that. So you'll have some evidence in your life as to whether this is right for you. But for some of you, the message from that card is going to be just within the next 7 days, you will have some interactions with children. And there is one more message for, I think there's at least 2 of you that there's a different message. So an interaction with children over the next 7 days, and just be conscious of the impact that you're making on them, because just little things that you say and the comfort that you bring to them will help them during this time. And they need that beautiful love and guiding light during this time. Sit and listen, ask them questions, see what they're wanting to share with you, and be super curious, ask more questions, have fun with what they want to share with you. And even that, taking the time to be there and be that listening ear will help them to realize that they are important. They do matter. You will help them to feel that they matter. Now, so there's a couple of you that it's simply going to be working with your inner child. So some wounds from childhood that have been coming up for you. It's an ongoing a pattern, a reaction, like a visceral reaction that will happen in certain cases with certain interactions with people or experiences that's actually connected with your childhood. So it's, if you can write a letter to your inner child, and what I'm seeing is like talking to the inner child and finding out, what is this wound? Where is it stemming from? Talk to it like, how can I heal this wound? And just trust in the thoughts that are popping into your head, and write all that. But if you're getting out wounds onto the paper, it will be extremely cleansing. And then burn the paper after. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you're doing it away. You're not going to burn the house down, but burn the paper after if you're getting wounds out, because that is not you moving forward anymore. That was you cleansing. Let's fully cleanse it and use the element of fire to have it transmute. Okay. Let me catch up. Lasagna boy, a friendly ear. Yeah, I love to play too. Nice, lasagna boy. Okay, wow. I'm healing though, getting strong. Lasagna, awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, admin note. BS alert. Well, if it's not for you, hey, keep on moving. It's all good. Move along, move along. All right. So the final card here, the final card is Goddess Irene, peace. Goddess Irene, peace. So whatever you've been dealing with, Goddess Irene, and you know what? Because a lot of you were writing down messages, what you felt from card 1 or 2 or 3. So as I'm saying these messages, see if the message that you got is specific to you. Like it will give you additional information from what I'm sharing with you, right? And if after this you want to say, okay, as a reminder, this is what I got for card number 3 or 4 or whatever, and then if you want, we can try to delve a little deeper. Okay, so let me move along. Okay, moving along. Okay, so with Irene, with the peace. So if you've been going through, if you have some fear coming up within a particular area of your life, Goddess Irene is wanting to share with you that you're going to be totally fine. So this baby in her arms is at peace, and she has food. So she has what she needs. And okay, there's dolphins in the background as well. So we have the playfulness, we have the fun. And the message on here is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. And look, the baby is totally having a blast. The baby is so happy. So wherever you are right now in your life, is perfect. And if you've been getting some feelings of lack, not having enough, this card is to say, you have what you need, and we will make sure you are provided for. So don't sweat about. Focus on your play. Focus on having fun, unleashing your creativity. Doing things to be in that joyful place will help continue the flow of your abundance. All right. So Lasagna Boy is saying, fire is my element. I have a tattoo. Oh, you do? Oh, very cool. Is the tattoo of fire? Is there anything else around that fire, or is it simply a fire tattoo? I would love to try to picture it in my mind's eye. I think that's awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, so those are the cards. Those are the messages for the 4 cards. So anyone out there, do you have any questions regarding the cards, regarding any of the things that came up for you when you were tuning into the backs of the cards before I revealed the messages? Or do you want me to delve in deeper, pulling some cards specific for you? So you can let me know. Whew. Anyone else feeling hot? Okay. My note says, best advice so far. I'm moving on. Hope you are not damaging too many people with this. Oh, no, I'm not damaging people. But thank you for your concern. Move along. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Exquilax, perfect. Absolutely. Okay, so any questions? Anyone want me to pull some cards to go a little bit deeper into anything specific in that you're going through right now? Because I'd love to be able to support you, even offer some healing. I know I'm going through my own healing process right now, but I think by the end of the week, I should be in a more solid place. So if any of you are interested in any one-on-one channeled readings and healing sessions too, I'd be willing to book something for the end of next week and moving forward. If you're drawn to it, if you want some assistance, just let me know. Okay, so Rubina says, I felt darkness from the card. Which card, Rubina? Card 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which card did you feel darkness from?
Down.
Yeah, let me know. There might be a delay in the messages.
Both of them are down.
But which card do you feel darkness from? If you felt darkness from the last card, it could simply be that darkness is stemming from either a conscious or a subconscious place of fear that things aren't going to go your way. And so then the card was giving you the indication of, don't worry about it. It's time to release that fear. It's time to trust in your process. Oh, Lasagna Boy, how would I get in touch with you? Okay, so you can go onto my website. It's thejoyfulyogini.ca. And I can even write it down at the bottom. I don't know if it would actually be a link down here. I don't think so. Thejoyfulyogini.ca. So you can go to thejoyfulyogini.ca, and on there, there's a contact button or a book now. And you can either book a section, or you can just go contact. If you just want to send an email, you can just go to contact and you can send me a message there. And I also do like 15-minute meet and greet sessions. So if you're thinking about doing a one-on-one with me, but want to find out more about it, we can even just do a 15-minute meet and greet. Okay, Rabina said, sure, please. Oh, I'm not too sure what the sure, please was. Oh, maybe your card. I'm going through a breakup after 10 years, being together from 17 to 27. Wow. Yeah, that's a long time. Would love if you pull a card. Absolutely, Rubina. That's really tough. you know, you've been with them for a long time. And during that period, you would have changed so much. Learning about who you are happens between the age of 17 and 27. So, and of course continues on. Oh, UPS guy is here. I don't know what's supposed to be arriving, but hey, we get a package. Okay, Rabina, I'm drawn to pull from the Daily Crystal deck. And for sure, awesome. Okay, cool, Lasagna boy. Awesome. All right. I felt darkness. Oh, from card 3. Okay. Guiding children. Okay, so I think that you can see if this resonates with you. At any time someone's doing cards for you, channel readings for you, always see if it resonates for you. And if it doesn't feel right, let it go, right? Let it go. We're all human, right? We're all human. And so, you know, sometimes there could end up being a distortion within my energy, or maybe my ego might pop up, right? So you always need to tune in to see whether it's right for you. So the first thing that popped into my head about card number 3 is that your relationship is related to like what went on, the interactions, and what wasn't working with it has to do with the childhood pattern. A wound, a trauma, but it goes deeper than just this childhood. It's ancestral. So it's come within the DNA over generations and is now within you for you to have the honor to heal it. So, and I'm saying honor because it is a very cool honor. And, you know, when I did my healing session yesterday, with my healer, she reminded me that, and I was saying we can heal 3 generations past and 3 generations forward, but she actually corrected me, and it's actually 7 generations past and 7 generations forward. That is huge. That's a, you know, it's a big job, but as we heal our junk, that's what we're doing. We all got junk in the trunk. Okay, so this is for Rabina. What does Rabina need? Okay, so one card really wanted to come out. Okay, Ocean Jasper. Okay, you can let me know if this resonates for you. But the card that came up is Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. Schedule yourself in. So rather than being swept up what the other person wants, what they want to do, that's best for them, it's about you making decisions that are best for you. So scheduling yourself in means, you know, I'm going to work out on this day, these times, and nothing's going to get in that way. You know, there might be certain special occasions where you might adapt your timing. And I just used working out as an example, but maybe it's getting that self-care. You know, maybe it's going to get your nails done, or maybe it is going for a meditation, going for a walk, doing a class, a course, you know, things like that. Taking time, talking to friends, going out with friends, you know, depending on what COVID restrictions you're dealing with. But you need to schedule in you. Don't lose you within a relationship. So scheduling in you to explore you is so important. And if you're in a relationship and they are uncomfortable with that, and there's some flack coming back with you wanting to do your own thing, then that's the pattern, is accepting that. The pattern is accepting it. So it's time to not accept that anymore. So I'm curious. Let me know if that resonates, because that was pretty specific. And that's just what was coming through for me. Okay. Okay, Swigbot, I feel like, I don't know if that was a dig or what. I'm not too sure. So I'm going to move on. If you want to get more specific, by all means. Okay, Lasagna Boy, for sure. Awesome. Oh, King's in the house. Hi, how are you? Welcome. So does anyone else want a card before I wrap this up? Anyone want a card? What time is it? What time is it? It's time for lunch. What time is it? It's time for lunch. Yes, I am a mom. So that's why that song popped into my head. Okay. So what does that say? Okay, some Miad is in the house. Okay, so you'd like a card, no problem. And then Rubina says, interesting about card 3. Also, I don't like children. Okay, he's 35 and I'm 27. So he wants kids sooner than later. Ooh, maybe it's that. That totally makes sense. I didn't feel emotionally safe with him, so I said no. Okay, nice. Well, yeah, it wasn't right. It totally wasn't right. The darkness that you would have been feeling within that was giving you a strong indication it was not the proper match for you. That scheduling card resonates because I am working on scheduling my list of things to do. I can get distracted easily. Nice. Yeah. So scheduling yourself. I need to do that too, right? I need to create that schedule. And once I get into routine, it can just feel so good. And then if I get out of that routine, it feels a little uncomfortable. But then that discomfort gets me driven to get back into the routine again, which can feel so great. But I'm glad to hear that not necessarily being feeling bad about doing your routine. I'm just curious, did you feel comfortable about doing your own thing within your relationship? Or was it just simply distraction and then not doing your thing? Getting swept up, right? Getting swept up in other things, such as a relationship. Okay. Okay, some Miad, let's pull you a card. Okay, King, will England win the football? I don't know. The angels and guides, they're not really into gambling and stuff either. But hey, I'll pull a yes and no card and let's see what happens. But let me go to Miad. Some Miad. Okay, I'm going to go with healing with the angels. LOL. All right, King. Okay, so this is for some Miad. I'm gonna wrap this up shortly. I'm losing my energy. I'm still not 100%. So, okay, some Miad, the card that came up for you is forgiveness. Forgiveness. So, Rubina says distraction in our fights. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So within the relationship not being right, the darkness within your relationship not allowing you to be you, do your thing. It was creating a misalignment, which would create that distraction because you had a distortion in your life. So sorry. I'm saying sorry to some Miad because I was talking to Rubina again for a second. Okay, so some Miad, the card that came up for you is forgiveness. So is there someone in your life you need to forgive? Or is it needing to forgive yourself? Or is it a little bit of both? Because we can have experiences within our lives where, maybe we regret the things that we say or do, or maybe we just get pissed off at people for what they do. And if they are not doing things in the way that we want them to do, if they're not behaving in the way that we want them to behave. Sometimes it's just a forgiveness for the way someone has treated you. Or the way you have treated someone else. And it could definitely be the combination within a relationship. There's always a two-way street, right? But we can definitely focus on how the other person is in the wrong, as opposed to looking in the mirror and seeing how There's not really a wrong or right. It's just how we're behaving and how we're reacting and how our perceptions are perceiving the situation, the type of reality that we end up being within because of our distortions of perceptions. And so because we get those distortions of perceptions, we don't always see the role that we're playing in it. And then once you do see the role that you're playing in it, that can feel kind of crappy, right? You're like, oh man, I was in my shit too. My baggage was coming up. But you're always doing the best that you can, right? Because we have that baggage, and it's meant to come up, and it's meant to get like our viewpoint of situations is going to get distorted when we still have this programming there, and it's meant to bubble up to the surface and have some discomfort so we can heal it, so it can be in our face and we can heal it. So whatever you do or say or didn't do or haven't done or whatever, I feel like it's all meant to be, because it's all part of our journey. So instead of kicking your ass because of the journey you've been on, it's about embracing the learning in it and trusting in your process. So when you think of it that way, that's relevant for you, but it's also relevant for the other people in your life. So usually it is a cross forgiveness, right? Forgiving ourselves and forgiving the other person. But and while you do that, you also gain clarity in what's important to you. So sometimes forgiveness can lead to healing. And it can heal one or more areas of your life. And sometimes that healing will create miraculous changes within those areas of your life, and maybe within specific relationships. But sometimes that healing that occurs and the new undistorted reality, so the more clarity that you have within the way you're seeing, hey, I got a new follower, whoop, whoop. The way you're seeing that area of your life can also lead to closing some doors, ending contracts, and moving forward in your power for more fulfillment, more fulfillment and joy. So you can let me know, Mia, if that resonates for you. Oh, that's okay. It's pretty accurate. Okay, good. And then N. Semata says me too. And Gims Plink is showing me an eye. And everyone suspicious needed to hear this. Awesome. Yeah, even if I'm reading for someone else, if it feels right for you, it's not a coincidence that you were here to hear that message, right? Trust that you were meant to hear that message. So that's beautiful. Okay, thought I would make you smile. Thanks, King. Okay, so as promised, King, I'm still going to pull that card for you. Let's just see what comes up. So you were asking if, did that message leave? Message retracted. Oh, okay. Anyways, I was going to pull a card for you, but if you're going to pull it away, then I guess you don't want me to do it. I thought it'd be fun, but that is totally okay. If you don't want me to, that's cool. I felt the retraction of, maybe that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. There was no judgment there whatsoever. There was none. And I was just playing with that. But I wanted you to know, because I want other people, because I've had other people say, what are the lottery numbers? How are these stocks going to do? Right? And I'm not necessarily going to get that information unless it's going to be for your highest and greatest good, right? But I'm willing to try. Hey, I'm open to trying. So it's all good. Okay. So can you pull one for me as well? Yes. Ensemada 31. Yes, I will. Is there a certain area in your life that you want me to pull it for? Ensemada 31. Whew, I feel like a fever is still coming up. Lasagna boy, you're hot. Thank you. But I am literally hot right now. My temperature is on the rise. I still got some second vaccine stuff going on within me. So I still got to take it easy. This morning, I'm like, I feel pretty good. I'm going to have a workout, went for a walk, started feeling a little more tired after the walk. And then I got to pick me up after I had breakfast. And now I'm feeling I'm going down a little bit. So that's okay. Oh, for your career. Okay, absolutely. Okay. So En Semara. Oh, 2 cards just automatically came out. Didn't even get to shuffle them. Okay. Nice. Okay, so the first card, I love these cards. Oracle of Unicorn deck, such beautiful artwork. Possibilities. Look at that card. Possibilities. Okay, you got to dream big, man. You got to dream. Look at how the unicorn, is it a unicorn? Pegasus. The Pegasus's wings are just opening wide and soaring. And what does it say? Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. So don't be small about this. You're wanting, what would be the career of your dreams? What would totally rock your world? What just makes you feel giddy in thinking about doing it? And not thinking about money and how much you would make, or if you'd make other people happy in your life, right? So I feel like there might be some other people that could resonate with this, which is why I'm adding in some extra stuff there. But yeah, you need to dream big, and you will be successful. And the next card that came up for you is receive. Receive. Look, she's holding a beautiful pink crystal ball there, and she's wearing a sexy pink outfit and has a pink flower in her hair, and even her hair is a bit pinky. So be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. I love that. So pink is also representing the heart chakra. So we have green representing the heart chakra, but we also have pink, which is for self-love, which is the receiving, which is the feminine side. The feminine receives. So know with all of your heart that you are worthy to receive awesomeness, abundance. It's amazing. You know, when I got clear, you know what? I've had this dream of what I have wanted for years and years and years. And I would get daring to dream it and to ask for it. And I'd write it down on my list of things that I wanted to manifest. And then I would get into a place of distrust. And then I think I should think smaller. and so I bring that down. Well, you know, I could be satisfied with this, I think, you know, and then the energy would shift. And anytime, but more recently, I have stepped into my power in that way. And I've been focusing on that manifestation, in that I'm focusing on the knowing that it's coming, the trusting that it's coming, that I'm worthy of receiving it. And I've been receiving evidence to get me excited, to help me in that knowing. And it just feels so great. So find ways to stay in that place of knowing that you will receive the ideas, the inspiration, the guidance, the gifts to help you to achieve what you want within your career. Trust in the divine timing of everything, because it's not necessarily going to all like, here you go, here's the whole package, right? It's going to happen in stages. So trust in the stages and enjoy the learning along the way and the adventure that you get to experience along the way. That's what life is. It's not about getting to the end point, right? It's being excited of where you are right now. And even if you don't have any evidence that things are going your way, it's about practicing in being in that place of trust and knowing that you are a powerful manifestor or generator, and you are making it happen, and the universe is there to support you. Ask for their assistance, throw it out there to the universe, and then trust that it is coming. And Seymara says, wow, okay, awesome. Puzzle-headed. Hello, how are you doing? Positive, I'm doing okay. I'm losing my energy because of my COVID shot on Monday, and yesterday it was it was a write-off. And so today I'm not quite solid in myself yet. So I'm starting to get a little tired now, and I need to listen to my body. Okay. Lasagna boy, you definitely work out. Yeah, I do. Every day, man, every day. Yeah, I love it. Well, sometimes if I I do normally take an easy day, and on my easy day, I'll just be doing my 2 trail walks with my dogs. But on the other days, I like doing yoga one day and resistance training the other day, and then back to yoga and then back to resistance training. So I love it. I love fitness so much. I love fitness. I love wellness. And it gets my happy endorphins going. I love seeing a transformation in my body. That's pretty cool. I think one of the posts I did a while ago was a transformation from the beginning of COVID to, I don't know, maybe it was like 4 months ago. I took a pic in comparison, and there was a big comparison. But if I showed you a transformation from what I looked like 3 or 4 years ago, then you see an even bigger transformation. Because I lost 35 pounds. And my body, like as you get older, your body changes in what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So I needed to make some changes. I needed to really listen to my body, even though I was still eating well, but I wasn't eating for my body and what it needed. So making that shift and needing to exercise in a different way, all of that really helped. So who knows, if that inspired anyone, then great. Okay, so Ensemada says, that's amazing. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Bananas are a bad fruit. No. Are you allergic to bananas? I love bananas. And I'm so sorry if you can't have them or allergic to them. I can't, you know what? I really love avocados, and I can't have avocados. And they're such a good, amazing fat, but they're not good for me. So anyways, look at me like going into your name there. But I'm good. How are you, fam? Yeah, I'm good. You're allergic to bananas. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you also allergic to latex? Because it's in the same family, right? I'm wondering I'm just curious. Not that it matters, but I'm just curious if you're allergic to latex. And I was wondering, are avocados in that same family too? They might be. I'm not sure. But I don't seem to be allergic to latex. I will get a rash under some of my Band-Aids, but it's nothing major. So I guess I have a sensitivity, I guess, to it. So maybe I shouldn't be eating bananas. We could be talking about all that. But no, I did a whole food thing and testing what was good for me and what wasn't. And I didn't have an issue with bananas, so that's good. No, I am not. And you can eat avocados. Nice. Yeah, avocados are amazing. Well, you have your avocados, I'll have my bananas, and together we're complete. All right. So I think that's it for today, everybody. Friday night party should be happening as scheduled at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will be live on YouTube as well as live on Twitch. Friday night party. I'm going to actually pull a card to get a theme for the Friday. Haha, deal. All right. All right. So what will be my theme for the Friday night party? And if you have any suggestions of anything, any type of healing you want me to do, any fun subject you want me to focus the party on, let me know. Okay. So the card is imagination. In reality, give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited potential or unlimited possibilities. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll work with this. I'll see what I'm going to do with this card to make it a theme. But definitely has something to do with dreaming big, possibilities. Well, that's it, guys. My tank is running low, my physical tank. So I'm going to shut her down. Shut her down. She's sucking mud. Wait, is this tarot? I do tarot. Oh, cool. I don't, I do have one of my decks is a tarot deck, but I don't read it as the tarot. I actually, when I pull cards, I use the image on the card and even the message on the card for inspiration. And then I see what messages channel through. And that's just the way I do it. But yes, I am done now. So I'm always here on Wednesdays, Intuition Wednesdays. It is 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and I help you to grow your own intuition. And then on Mondays, I do the weekly reading. And then on Fridays, I don't have a set time on Friday because usually sometime during the day, I'll do the reading for the weekend, but sometimes I can't even post it till Saturday. So just Fridays kind of, I keep it as a floating type of day for my weekend reading, but I'll post that on my YouTube. And lately I've been doing my Friday readings also on Instagram. So you can check that out. Tuesdays, I normally do yoga on, again, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, and that is on Twitch and on YouTube, so you can check out the yoga stream. And if any of you are interested in a one-on-one channel reading and a healing session, if you're inspired, you can let me know, and I can assist you with that. It would be an honor to be able to work with you if that's where you feel like you're drawn to doing it. I'm ready. Let's go. Then I'm here for you. Okay. So you got to be ready to dig deep. We go deep, and I got to be ready to release some shit. That's all I have to say. Okay. It's a solid stream. Thank you for doing it. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. If you have a stream yourself, let me know. I'd love to be able to check it out. All right, everybody. From my light to your beautiful, amazing light. Namaste. And by the way, I went to the hairdressers. So before a while, I was like covering my roots. Namaste. But now I can go namaste. I don't have any roots. Anyways, that felt good. It's so great to have hairdressers open. All right. Bye, everyone. I'm going to say goodbye to Reddit first. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Okay, so that podcast ended. Lasagna Boy, let's see what you're saying. I'm asking to get to know you better. I think you're great. Oh, Lasagna Boy, nice. Thanks. Yeah, well, send me a contact. Send me a contact, and maybe we can book a meet and greet. Okay? So thank you so much. Thanks for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? Bye.